Pride events are a time of celebration and togetherness. But this year, some unexpected rain is falling on the parade. Corporate donors are pulling support for a number of events across the country.
The response was, we just don't see the value in the partnership any longer.
One of those organizations losing dollars is Pride St. Louis. President Marty Zuniga confirms 30-year partner and St. Louis-based beer company Anheuser-Busch pulled its sponsorship. He says many other brands reduced support, leaving the event with a crippling $150,000 deficit.
That can be taken all different ways. You can assume so much out of that. Was it marketing related? Who knows? Was it financial related? Who knows?
But he says one fact he can't ignore is the current political climate.
I think they're fearful of the retaliation from the Trump administration, but also those who support him.
San Francisco Pride confirms a loss of $300,000 in sponsorships. Executive Director Suzanne Ford says, quote, "While we understand these decisions, they come amid a rising tide of political backlash against the LGBTQ plus community, and they have real-world consequences."
A lot of companies are trying to judge what their public profile, their public posture is on everything. Pride is one of the victims of that uncertainty.
Bob Wittick specializes in LGBTQ plus marketing. He says the long-term risk likely outweighs the short-term benefit.
Experience tells us about gay consumers over the last 25 years is that they are cynical. They do question motive, they question purpose, they question message. And so I think they're highly discerning. They're going to always judge authenticity. And I think they raise authenticity as a very high value.
And it's not just LGBTQ plus consumers these brands risk losing. It's their supporters as well.
The data tells us very much about public opinion. The public is truly in support of LGBTQ inclusion. They support same-sex marriage in record historic highs.
In 2024, 69% of Americans surveyed by Gallup said they support same-sex marriage. 64% saying gay or lesbian relations are morally acceptable.
Those that are retreating, I think, are feeling the chill. There are some brands that have been so public in the past that it's sort of like a whipsaw of change in their behavior, and that's disconcerting.
But Pride St. Louis isn't wasting any time worrying. It launched a grassroots campaign to raise the lost funds through private donors. The organization is on track to exceed the $150,000 goal.
I'm just in awe of the response. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. And I'm very honored to say that this festival this year is presented by the community solely.
Persevering under threat, calling back to the origins of the Pride movement.
The community is organizing. They're rallying behind each other to make this happen. We are, if anything, it shows you how resilient we are as a community.
San Francisco Pride tells us that Anheuser-Busch cited budget constraints for pulling sponsorship. We reached out to Anheuser-Busch and the White House for comment, but have not heard back. Robert Guadarrama, Spectrum News.